welcome to Lovebug Tarot. So welcome in and welcome back, all of my lovely tarot goblins. So we are going to be looking at what is the 1111 portal bringing in for you? Like, what is opening up? It's going to be an interesting time, to say the least. And as always, there are timestamps in the description below, so you can jump ahead if you just want to go to the read. And I'm just going to talk really about kind of what's going on, I guess, in the grander scheme, astrologically speaking. What am I doing? Right. So yeah, so you can always feel free to jump ahead. No harm, no foul. Ooh, all right, we're getting 2 of those. So I'm using some of the oracle cards. I'm using a bunch of oracle cards, actually. Oh, this is a thick deck. But yeah, we are going to be looking at the 1111 portal, because 1111 is also, ooh, I'm seeing these green and purple duo right there. 1111 is also a number of manifestation. So kind of what is coming in, and right after November 11th, we have on the 12th, Jupiter is going into retrograde until March of next year, 2026, I believe. Again, timeless read, but just things are changing. There's definitely some shifts happening right now. Okay, those 2. And I do have 2 tarot decks for y'all. Wow, you got a lot of oracle cards. Hot diggity dog. Okay, I'm gonna try to organize this in some semblance of something. Who am I kidding? It's not gonna happen. All right. Let me shuffle these so they're kind of ready to go. These are very thick decks, so I do have to break them into chunks to shuffle them. I don't have the hand strength or the width in which to do the whole deck at once. I wish I did, but I don't. These are very... The cardstock on these are... It's very nice. It is very nice. It is very thick, though. So I think we can just sit those right there. All right, and then so that was the last unicorn deck, and then we also have Tarot of the Divine. It's Tarot of the Divine, right? It's the Yoshitani deck, and I list these all in the description as well. So give that a quick shuffle, and we'll probably shuffle those again. Okay. So we got 2. Oh, wow. Okay, 2s. Unintentional, but there it is. How many did we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's just interesting. We got 2, 2, and 2. All right, so your affirmation. Let's see. It says, listen, your inner critic is your biggest hater. Silence that raggedy person voice. Silence that voice. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm definitely getting like there's maybe even a duality with 2 here, something. Again, like 1111, if you're looking at the Roman numerals, it's like 2 and 2. There could be a duality. I'm getting like Gemini as well, because the symbol for Gemini. Yeah. All right, so let's look at our cards here. See what we got. It says cuddle and cradle and let it burn. Okay. I feel like there's... Ooh, we have these 2 images of the fox. We have the fox here and the moon, and then the fox here. I think my camera is doing something weird. Give me a sec. Hold on a moment. Okay, we're back. It shouldn't be blinking. I'm hoping it didn't do it. I just finished like a really long the big grid video, so I'm hoping it's not doing that thing it did last time where it just keeps focusing in and out. We'll work with it. We'll figure it out. Anyways. Okay, so cuddle and cradle. Ooh, and this is 34 and 35. They're both consecutive. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling this way. And there's the moon here as well. Like the moon and the fox might be very important We'll keep that in mind. I feel like there's something internally you're coming to terms with. The cuddle and cradle. There's something internal. It could be like a wound or something with your inner child. And once that's done, not done, but maybe like in the process, or maybe even processed, like something just processing something internally, there's this renewal. Fire is like very cleansing as well. There could be a release happening. So we have Ogma, watch your words, and Baba Yaga with patience. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of sitting this way. There's this duality as well. This watch your words and cuddle and cradle, when we were talking about like the inner child, is almost like watch your words of how you speak to yourself. Again, your inner critic is your biggest hater. So be careful about how you speak to yourself. And sometimes, like I've done this before, where I'll have a thought and be like, hey, if my friend was going through something similar to me, would I say that to them? And I would say almost 10 out of 10 times, it'd be like, no, I would not say that to them. I would never speak to them like that. And it's like, then why am I talking like that to myself? And so as you're processing this, and it could be, again, the way you speak to yourself, this inner critic, this big inner critic, have patience, have grace with yourself as well. There is wisdom in, yes, letting it go, letting it burn, letting that, just that release. And it's okay to have that patience and grace, because it's not a linear process. It's not just like a 1, 2, 3, done. Okay, brush my hands. Never again will I doubt myself. That's not, at least from my personal experience, that's not how it works. You're going to have those little inner critics, those voices pop up. They will. And be patient with yourself. It becomes easier, again, easier said than done. It does become, maybe not easier, but a habit. It becomes more of a habit that when you have those thoughts, that raging inner critic, it becomes more of a habit to stop it and be like, no, no, fruit snack, you go sit in the corner. Ooh, okay. And so we have the Lost King and the 4th of Summer. Let me get, I'm trying to remember the 4th of Summer. Which one is that? This is the completely normal tarot. Summer, 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 summertime. Ooh, okay, so the 4th of Summer, the key phrase here is relationships deepen through strain. Ooh, a journey. A journey is happening here. And I think it's with yourself. Like you're in the lead, and maybe your brain goblins, and it's like they're coming along with you. They're going to have a fruit snack and hang out in the back, but through this journey you're going on, you're having a deeper understanding and relationship with yourself, with your sense of self, and you're regaining something that was lost. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, June. April, June. Those can be very significant months. It's interesting that career came up. This could be something, April, June. Again, this kind of consecutive, something in maybe the spring, late spring, summer, early. Hi. I'm in the middle of something, ma'am. Could we not? Ma'am. Could you move your butt? Your butt is right in the camera. Congratulations. Could we? Come on. Thank you. What are you doing? Hi. Okay, I'm getting headbutts. We are demanding pets. What? Hi. Yes. Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello. Do you think summer, April, June is also important for them? Don't sit on the top of my... Oh my goodness. You are something else. We're demanding pets, so we're going to do our best. Don't bite me. Sometimes she's done with pets and then she... Well, she doesn't bite down, but she just... We nibble. We're definitely a nibbler. Where was the stone that was over here? What did you do with it? I just realized it's missing. What'd you do with it? You were the only one in this room. Anyways. So with April and June, it could be something that either started this past kind of spring or summer. We're in fall now. So like 2 seasons ago. Again, timeless read. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. So something that started up 2 seasons ago, we'll say. However, the seasons fall for you. And I feel like, you're right in the middle. So in another 2 or 3 seasons, if this is April and June for you, or if it's sometime in the fall, again, spring, fall, depending where you are in the world, is going to be different. Something in the next couple months is going to be coming up. Hi, yes, hello. Is going to be coming to light, especially with your career, and something about this inner child processing these wounds or processing... what? Are you trying to crawl into my lap? What are you doing? Can I help you? Hi. Don't put your butt in the microphone. What? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So something you've been putting work into in your career is going to be coming up, and healing your inner child, healing and processing this cuddle and cradle, like your inner critic, healing your inner critic, working with them, finding the tools in which to work with them is going to be very important for moving forward in your career. Because as things kind of grow and blossom, you're going to need that stable foundation moving forward. Ooh, a dolphin. Okay. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Yeah. This is going to be important. How you speak to yourself going forward. Taking a vacation, physically or mentally. A mountain road, you are on the road to success. These are fantastic. A rose, romance is in the air. And we have teardrops, great personal sorrow. Yeah, there's going to be some healing that needs to happen as things move forward. And I feel it's more than one avenue. Please stop putting your tail in my face. She keeps smacking me in the face with her tail. You get fur everywhere. Kitty glitter. All right. So, financially, if partnership is something, and partnership can also be in your career, it could be a career partnership. But I feel like this is also companionship. If romance is not your thing, that's okay. It could be just be a solid companion, like a chosen family, a friend, someone who you have an emotional, a very strong emotional connection with. And for some of you, it could be an intimate physical connection, but not for everybody. But the idea that this success, something with your finances and your partnerships, these things, you're on the road to success. And I feel like you are in the process of getting to that summit of the mountain. You've been working hard. You've been going on this journey. And to go forward even more, that's where doing some of that inner work, or if you've been doing this inner work, also fine-tuning it. Really putting what you've learned into practice, showing yourself patience and grace, letting go of things, cleansing that. The idea of let it burn. Yeah, I just get the sense of let's say let's say you write a letter to yourself, to your inner critic, and you express your feelings, like you kind of do a ritual that way, and then burning it, again, safely. Fire safety is a big thing. Never leave anything unattended. Make sure you're outside, ventilate, all that good stuff. But like in the process of burning that letter, can be both in the writing, can be very cathartic. You know, let yourself cry if things come up. Let those emotions come up. That cuddle and cradle. Let your inner child feel safe enough to express themselves. And it could be really getting in touch with what you felt was lost. And kind of putting into words what you've never been able to maybe speak out loud. Or even a letter to your inner child as well. And in burning those letters, you could do both or one or the other. There's this cleansing, you know. There's this cleansing that happens, and it's just you can let it go. Hi. Ma'am. Can I help you? I know. Thank you. Okay. So I feel like your message is pretty straightforward. Oh, come here. Temperance. Yeah, there's definitely an inner peace that you are moving towards. And could we get more clarification of what, specifically on the 1111 portal with manifesting, like what, can we get some clarification? I'm not even sure what and again, that's why I'm saying, like, writing it down, because I'm kind of stumbling over my words on how to articulate kind of what's coming through. So if you find writing easier than speaking, that could be an exercise to do. If you journal, if anything like that could be helpful in this case. Because I think what I'm trying to say is the 1111, like that we were talking about, like manifestation, something you've been working on, something in a career path too. Things are changing and coming to fruition, and because they are, you need to have a very solid emotional base, because it's not just one aspect that's opening up for you. It's multiple aspects. Taking a vacation physically or mentally, being able to kind of mentally detach from a situation. And I don't mean that unlike completely disassociate. More of, if you find yourself spiraling, if you find yourself hyper-focusing or obsessing or just like really locked into something and not letting it go, being able to be like, nope, wait. Taking a moment, taking a step back, being able to take a breath, whether it's going for a walk, doing a little like 10-minute meditation, or, you know, sitting down and journaling, like being able to, mentally kind of take a step back, take a little mental vacation, detach from the situation, do something completely different, not related, just let yourself go. And maybe it is a physical vacation. Like maybe there is someplace you can go, you know, someplace, I don't know. Let's get more information. Ooh, King of Swords. Chariot. Ma'am, I guess she agrees. You are something else, miss. With the Two of Wands. Yeah, with this balance, again, the King of Swords. Being able to take swift and precise action with what you're doing. But also, there's a mental clarity as well that comes with this. The swords is a mental suit. Being able to cut through the BS. Your inner critic is your biggest hater. Silence that inner voice. The King of Swords can discern that inner critic as, is this helpful? Or is this not being helpful, and this is just, you know, possibly there's a child wound attached to that inner voice. And the Chariot, again, I get this speed. And these, I think these are fish. I'm not sure what fish these are. But the dolphin as well. Like, things are, ma'am, stop. Knock it off. She's knocking the stones off the table. Come here. Hey, come on. Choo-choo. Goodness. I have to go find them all now, wherever they've been knocked to the ground. So 2 of Wands and 2 of Coins. Again, this emphasis on balance. I feel like there's going to be 2 paths ahead of you. And it's really going to be up to you to, like, which one you're going to walk. The Moon. Yeah, this is a journey you have to take. And I think that as you take it, more things are going to be revealed to you. But for right now, I'm getting the sense that it's... the phrase wait and see is popping into my head. So we're going to use the Unicorn deck and see what else is coming through. Because we're getting some interesting messages, and I'm sure they mean something to someone, but I am personally at a bit of a loss as to what it all means, but that's okay. Can we get these on? Yeah. Ooh, okay, we have Justice. Again with the scales. There's scales here. There's a balance. Balance is going to be very, very important, I feel, going forward for you. Because what's coming in, you've kind of getting a little peek, like right here, is some big changes in your life path. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, there's an end. An end of burden and an end of maybe even being obsessed with time. The clock here, it's broken. You know, so a broken clock is right twice a day kind of vibe. And again, we were talking earlier about let it burn, let it go. You know, let things flow. And it can be hard, because especially in society today where it's like go, 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 and hustle and this, and it's like, oh wow, okay, so the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Coins. I feel like the more you let go, the more you focus on balance in all aspects of your life, not just like physically, like in your finances, in your physical world, but also in other aspects, the more it's going to manifest positively in your physical world. Ooh, we got the Lovers. One of them. I get with this card because there's actually 2 Lovers in this deck, and this one is a bit more smothering, if you will. Trust me, watch the movie, you'll know. If you know, you know. Don't be overwhelmed by the choices in front of you, because this is actually like right under the 2s here. Don't get overwhelmed by the choices that are coming. Again, with the Moon, I feel like there's a lot of confidence. Spirit and the universe has a lot of confidence in you. I think right now the messages are mostly about trusting yourself, balancing yourself, keep whatever work you've been doing to kind of do that inner healing and heal the inner child, and, you know, quiet down or work with your inner critic. You know, those things you've been doing are going to really pay off. I get the sense that they're like, you're doing great. Don't stop. Queen of Wands. Yeah, there is... Queens is interesting because they're a receptive energy. So there's this nurturing coming through. Yeah, you just have to trust with the Fool. There's a bit, almost like, I don't want to say like a trust fall, because I feel like you've been putting a lot of trust in the universe. You've been putting a lot of trust into Spirit. And it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off in a big way with the 10 of Coins. And it's interesting, we have something, I feel like, both in your physical world, and with the Lovers also could be, again, we were talking about like romance or that partnership. Your partnership, like your immediate circle of people, spiritually as well. Like, there's a bunch of things that are going to be paying off, that are going to be shifting, and it's all because you took the leap of faith and you decided to trust. You decided to trust in the trust fall. And again, with the moon right here, it's, you know, it's part of the journey with the 4th of summer. It's interesting, there could be a group of you as well moving forward, both perhaps in the physical world, but also in the spiritual world as well. This could be your guides, these could be ancestors, people walking with you. You're not alone in this journey, no matter what. That's coming through very strong. You are not alone in this. Okay, I'm gonna grab, let's see. Actually, let's just do the bottom of the deck. So you have the 8 of Cups. Ooh, and another king. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Again, these tears. The character here is one of the main characters of the movie, The Last Unicorn, is crying. Great personal sorrow. And it was, what happens to her is a great personal sorrow. And she did have to walk away from something. She had to leave something very personal and precious even behind. Something also very innocent. We were talking about the inner child. But because she left that behind and she had the bravery to walk away, she found true love. And it's interesting with the King of Wands over here, this very fiery and passionate king. Kings are energies, they're not genders. It's just that's very interesting. So I think the 1111 portal is bringing in actually a lot, or like the very beginnings, like the very start of something. I feel like you're going to get some kind of confirmation that's going to be very much, personally with the moon here, it's going to be very much, you'll know. Which is so frustrating sometimes. It's like, oh, you'll know when you know. It's like, ugh. But the moon does have that, confirmation from Kitty. The moon does have that kind of quality to it. Things that are not yet revealed. Some things are still shrouded in mystery. But boy, when they do, they are going to come out very strongly. So the 1111 right now is just really keep doing what you're doing with your inner work and working on that inner critic. That is going to be, that inner critic is the one that I speak from personal experience. My inner critic has definitely stopped me from doing things I love, or even taking chances. Taking chances on something. And then there's all this what if, and so it's a process, and it's a difficult process to learn how to speak to yourself again and quiet down, or at least give them a fruit snack and put them in the corner when they get a little too mouthy. Can we give you a fruit snack and put you in the corner? She says no. Never. I walk where I want, including all over your cards, but that's what she does. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so that is your reading for the 1111 portal. A little all over the place, but I feel like there's multiple things going on. Like this feels very multifaceted. So as always, we're going to do a little housekeeping. If you vibed with this, if you kind of just liked the energies, please like, subscribe. It's super helpful for the channel. And I also have a membership available with the Buy Me a Coffee for $5 a month. We post 3 times a week there with, we have deck reviews and also mini reads. And as a member, you can also request things, and we can do all kinds of stuff over there. So that being said, take care of yourself this week. Really take care of yourself, especially if you're working with a lot of these inner energies, healing these inner dialogues and the inner child. So take care of yourself, stay safe, and know that you are loved. Okay? I love you guys. Bye-bye.